All right, we're moving in now to nervous tissue or neural tissue. And we have our first sample here. So beginning with the term neuron, also known as a nerve cell, we have a great view here of one. I'll just kind of highlight this entire area. So this entire cell here is one neuron. One particular type of neuron. And now the detail of a soma or cell body, not specifically this large portion here. And you can see a soma down here as well, you notice. And again, you can use the word soma or cell body. And now we have the rest of the cell beyond the soma. You notice there's branches on this side and branches on this side. And we'll just change colors. For now, we're not going to be very specific. Either side, the branches here or here in pink. For now, we'll just use the term nerve fiber. And you can see there's multiple. So as it states in the lab manual, we won't distinguish the two sides yet. So let's remove some of the writing here. And we can see that entire neuron, the soma, and the extensions coming off, the generalized term of a nerve fiber. And zooming in, so here we are in close, you notice on this soma, you can see the start of the nerve fiber now coming off. And zoomed in, we start to notice these small little dots scattered around. Again, that's just the nucleus of some particular cell known as neuroglia. So a neuroglial cell of some sort, and we can't determine which particular type it is. So just simply the general term, neuroglia. Our next sample, we're now looking at the neuromuscular junction. So we're looking at both nervous tissue and skeletal muscle. And like the name implies, neuromuscular is where the nervous system, of course, comes into close proximity with the muscular cells and allows for the signaling between the two. So to start with the terminology motor neuron, the nerve cells, what appears here is the black color. And specifically this part here that I'm highlighting is what we want to reference as the motor neuron. It's truly the axon of a motor neuron. And now where this thick black area starts to branch, and you notice now there's all these multiple thin black lines. So right here would be a good example. That very thin black line, that's where we would use the terminology telodendria, is the plural form. The branches that come off of the motor neuron, and those slender branches are now telodendria. And now if we follow a single telodendrion to the end, you see this enlarged area here. And there are so many names for it. It could be called a synaptic terminal or a terminal bouton. The French did a lot of neuroanatomy, a lot of microanatomy in the nervous system. So terminal boutons or synaptic terminals. And now it's the background color that you see here, these cells. This is skeletal muscle. So we have the skeletal muscle tissue here. And what we're seeing is now this single motor neuron that ultimately is signaling via their terminal boutons to multiple skeletal muscle fibers. So now zooming in on the sample, the neuromuscular junction, a second view. So you notice right here, we can see the telodendron leading to the enlarged terminal bouton. And then now we have a skeletal muscle fiber. And on the skeletal muscle fiber, now we can see the alternating dark and light bands, or A and I bands. Looking at the striping, the banding, we have the term striations, and there's both the dark and the light striations. And for this sample, we're just simply using the term striations. You can refer back to the skeletal muscle histology specifically for the A and I band terminology.